Good morning, good morning. We are ready to start. I might need to get a correct hole punch because these are just not turning in. It's not this, it's my holes that I punched. But let's get this page. And today the prompt is yeast. Ooh, that's pretty. Or did I do this one instead? You're still pretty. Don't worry. So let's put this in here and put this aside so I don't get paper on it. And if you haven't been here, this is a sourdough journal where I made up the idea of, if somebody else has done it, I haven't seen it, to use the same piece of paper and tear off bits as if it were sourdough and you're using your starter. So this is my starter paper. These are just papers that I hadn't used for several years, and I painted over them just to have something else to look at, so as not to, oh, let's use this piece right here, so as not to, hopefully for a little bit of inspiration. So far it hasn't inspired me, but it has given me the will to work on it, so that's good enough in my book for right now. I'm looking for a piece of paper, a Post-it, here we go, that'll stick this better down. Use it as tape, sort of. There, starter. And then I have another piece of a file folder over here that I'm put together last year for February, and there's still a lot in it. So I'm going to try to use as much of this as possible and not go into my stash whatsoever. So with all those parameters, let's make a journal page for the word yeast. And in my opinion, yeast is bubbly, right? So maybe we can do a bunch of little holes. And oh, this happens to be polka dotted paper underneath the painting. Ooh, I like this piece better. Ooh, I like this piece. Okay, we're going to go with this piece. But this is polka dotted too. It's just got a lot of white space. And I like the white space. Who would have thought I would have liked white space? But I think polka dots somehow need to be in it, just because of the polka dots on the back piece, and yeast is getting the bubbles. You know when your dough is better and ready to do the next step when it's full of bubbles, right? That's what I see on all the YouTube videos. So, let's, oh wow, polka dotted paper, but I don't want to use it. But, ooh, is this too mustardy? Oh, here's another one. Out of my envelope of stuff that I want to use is this paper. I don't know. It's not screaming at me yet. Use me, use me. Ooh. I don't know where this paper came from. If anybody remembers. Okay. This is a piece of Rolling Stone that I painted. But this soft sea green that happened when you put this blue and another blue together, and yellow, I guess, is kind of pretty. And there's this, it's in here too. I don't know, that's not screaming either. That color is screaming though. But I love this side. Can't think like that anymore, Beth. Or you're gonna drown in paper. You're gonna say she was a nice lady, but she drowned in paper. All right, so let's see if, oops, wrong side. We can't get some yeast bubbles. Out of this. Okay. I don't think I want them together. I think I want them all over. I think I want more. Oh, got a frog on my throat. All this fog. We don't have fog this morning, but it's cold again. Real cold. I mean, it's like in the 30s and when we wake up, and that's cold. For us. Okay, how am I going to work this in? Okay, I said I like that other shape that I made from the other day. So maybe we can make smaller ones. They look like moths, sort of, to me. I don't want to cover up this blue, I don't think. I do want to cover up some of this red. Oh, no wonder I like it. They look like the shape of South Carolina, sort of. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. Maybe put some of these on top. Back off some of that purple. Okay. That's going in a good place. I love this right here, though. Can I move some more of this red in the background? Why, yes, I can. Oh, okay. I like this, what this is doing. Okay, let's put this here. These three things together, kind of like that. Let's see if we can't make one out of, it's just a curve. I mean, it's nothing, just pretty together. And I have a little bit of white around the edges. So I'm going to only have a little bit of white on this edge as an option. Okay, I don't like, well, I like these shapes. I don't like these shapes for some reason on here right now. But I like these shapes. So can we do that? Maybe. Ooh. This is a photocopy of a couple journals, I think, that I did at Christmas time. Just mashed together. The best paper. You keep using it. Whose idea was this? This was James Burke's. He keeps using his stuff over and over again, and I kind of like that idea. What color is this? Oh, what's this? Okay, here's another piece that I painted. Maybe we need to have one going horizontally. That doesn't look like yeast. Well, actually, there are, like, when you roll the dough, what I see on YouTube, when you roll the dough and there's like ditches in your dough, just because you keep folding it, and the yeast keeps moving and moving. These are dust folds, not dust, dough folds and yeast bubbles. There we go. Okay. Then I have all these little pieces of paper sitting here from torn edges. Nah, that looks like I'm forcing something, which I guess I kind of am. Ooh, oh, it's like a T. A T with a dot. What does T have to do with bread? You have tea with your bread. I kind of like that, actually. Another shape. I've created another shape. I'm so always stuck with circles. I have created 2 shapes in this journal. The moth creature and the T's. Okay, I need another skinny long piece, which we can't use other paper, so we're just going to continue to use this. And that is how you make interesting yeast paper. I think it's kind of cool looking. It looks completely different. The red is still screaming. Maybe go across this red, push it to the background a little bit more. Maybe we need another one. Oh, we haven't used our starter. Okay, here's some starter. We'll make a little one from starter. We got to use the starter. That's white. Okay. Okay, let's glue this down. See what it looks like. It may or may not work. I don't know. I'm not completely sold on it yet. But once I get it all down, it might look okay. Okay, let's put the yeast bubble on. I love that configuration. Why? I don't know. Real art people tell me why I like it so much. Is it because it's different? Is it because it's... Husband is right out here at this window doing something in a flower bed. So if you can hear him going in and out the door, sorry. The spare yeast bubbles I'm going to put on at the end. I don't know why I like this, but once it's glued in, it really starts blending and molding itself to the background that was already there. Okay, that's the fold. The yeast bubble. Oh. I'm going to come all the way across with this one because it takes away some of that red. Is the red helping with these shapes? Is that what's helping? I don't know. I just know I like it. Okay, yeast bubble. They need to touch somehow. And they, oh, that one did. Yeah, it did touch. That one touched. Okay. The yeast bubbles need to touch the folds. Okay, let's get the stray yeast bubbles off. That looks so cool looking. Why? Is it because there's a pattern of green and there's green in the background, and then the green yeast dots bring it up. I don't know why. I don't know the principles of art. I just know that I like this. I'm afraid if I put these green dots right on top of the red, it's going to look too Christmassy. Oh, wow. I would not have made that paper on my own. That's where the prompts help me, because I would not have done that on my own. That's why you don't throw anything away. Because all of these, the dough folds, all came from torn edges like this. So they go back in the pile. Oh, here's another one. A little tiny yeast bubble got lost. I'm coming to rescue you. Okay. Can he slam the door anymore? All right, where can this one go? Maybe this has a little bit of blue so that it won't look as Christmassy. Oh my gosh. I'm not even touching this in any other form or fashion. I want it to stay like this because I love this. Okay, yeast. I think we're going to write it right here. No, let's write, no. I was going to write it there, but that might bring your eye to this red, and I kind of want that red to mellow in the background. Rest. And there's enough white, like there's white around the edges here, there's white around that edge, there's white around that edge, that, and all the edges of the paper. I think it all kind of works. In my head it does. Oh, I like that. Okay, this is not all the way down. I don't know why I just like it. I don't know the rules enough to know why I like it, but I know I like it. That usually happens with me. I don't know the rules enough, but I know I like it. Oh, man. I hate to say this, but that's one of my favorite ones so far. No, I really have liked them all, but it looks kind of like a bird right here. So is there a bird waiting for my dough to finish? So when I put it in the windowsill to rest, it's going to steal it? I don't know. I love that. Today is a success. Check. But I don't know why I like it, which is crazy. You real artists, tell me why. This is a study. I keep staring at it. It is a study for me. Well, 6 years of doing this, I finally, that's not true, but I don't know why I like this. It's a perplexing thing, but I do know that I like my yeast bubbles and dough folds, and I wouldn't have done that on my own. And that's where these journal projects make my heart sing. Yay. Thanks for watching. Bye.